Hi, I want to ask a question that weaves together something from last week's Parsha with something from this week. When Jacob met Rachel, it says that he cried. Why did he cry? Rashi actually tells us that one reason that he was crying was because on the way, when he was traveling there, he met up with his nephew, Eliphaz. Eliphaz is the son of Esau, Jacob's twin brother. And what happened there? Esau actually sent Eliphaz to go kill Jacob. Remember, Jacob left their house many years ago because he was running away from Esau, who was going to kill him for taking the blessings. So now he meets up with his nephew, and his nephew says, "Uncle Jacob, my father sent me to kill you, and I'm not sure what to do, because I also grew up in the house of my grandfather, Yitzchak, Isaac, and I don't think that's the right thing to do. But my father Esau was very good about honoring his parents, and I learned that from him. So I know I'm supposed to listen to him, but I don't think it's right to kill you." So Jacob tells him, "What we can do is you take all my stuff." Jacob was traveling because he was going to meet his future wife. And he had lots of, just like Eliezer was sent with all kinds of jewelry and things when he was going to find a wife for Isaac, so too, Jacob had lots with him, lots of wealth with him. So he gives it all to Eliphaz, and he says, "When you take my stuff, it's as if I'm dead and you killed me." So I always just thought the story ended there. I never made the connection and realized that it's actually afterwards in this week's Parsha that Esau and Jacob meet up again. And what's interesting about this is Eliphaz was sent to kill Jacob. So if Eliphaz killed him, how could Jacob and Esau meet up again? Esau must think that he's not alive. But apparently that's not the case, and this was settled. So if Eliphaz came back to his father, Esau, and said, "I'm back," and his father Esau would say, "So, no, did you do the job? Did you kill your uncle, Jacob?" And Eliphaz, what's he going to say? He says, "Actually, father, what I did is I took all of his stuff." So it's as if he's dead. Now, this is like a loophole in halacha that Jacob thought of to save himself, but like a real thing that he told Eliphaz about. But why would Esau be okay with them relying on this loophole if he wanted him killed? Why was this okay all these years until he meets up with him again? He's fine with this. So really, if you look at the nature of Esau and Jacob, why did Esau want the blessings? Because he wanted the wealth, he wanted the fame, he wanted the honor, and he thought that that's what the blessings would deliver him. And why did Jacob want the blessings? Not for any of that. He wanted the spiritual inheritance and the spiritual strength and the spiritual progeny, and that's what mattered to him. So there are these two twin brothers living with different values. Esau wants the physical stuff, and Jacob wants the spiritual stuff. So since Eliphaz took everything physical away from Jacob that he had, he was now to Esau as if he was dead, meaning these are the things that Esau valued in life. So to Esau, if Jacob didn't have any of this, he didn't care. It's as if he wasn't even alive in this world. Although we very much know that he was alive, and he was spiritually very alive. Furthermore, let me ask one more question. When Jacob, in this week's Parsha, meets up with Esau, he says to him, "My father's blessings, remember I took the blessings from you? Well, don't worry, it didn't come true." How could he say that about his father Isaac's blessings? And of course they came true. It's because what Esau saw them as was something physical, and what Jacob saw them as was something spiritual. So according to Esau's interpretation of what a blessing would be, no, those things, that's not what Jacob had. Jacob said, "I'm here, I'm a nothing, I'm a nobody." No, he's not. He's absolute. But it depends if you're judging from a physical point of view or a spiritual point of view. And that's who Esau was. That Esau, his name, Esau, is this he was already born complete doing. He was not growth oriented in any way. He was living very much here and now in the physical. But Jacob was always striving for the spiritual and striving to be better in the spiritual realm. So I think it's really interesting seeing in these twins, these two different perspectives. That yes, we live in the physical world, but where are our values, our goals, our dreams, our aspirations? Are they solely in the physical world, or are they in the spiritual world? Are they spiritual things that we are hoping for? Maybe it's both, but do we use the physical for the spiritual also? Do we tie these two worlds together for a deeper meaning of spiritual purpose? Just for some food for thought. Hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful Shabbos.